Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Baxter Boxing. Now, man, my boy Gervonta Tank Davis, man, the monster coming out of America. My God, this guy's on a roll, man. Now, this guy is a lightweight and super featherweight, WBA and IBF world champion. Right now, he retained he's IBF champion at featherweight, and in super featherweight he is the WBA champion, and at lightweight he's WBA champion. And understand that he's trying to go up into a higher weight class, man, the third weight class. So we're gonna see how this whole thing plays out, man. He wants to go to 140 and fight WBA regular champion Mario Barrios. He wants to fight him at light welterweight at 140. And this is a big deal. This guy, Mario Barrios, is the WBA regular champion. He's undefeated, and he's a hard hitter, man. One of his marquee wins, in my opinion, was him versus Ryan Carl. Now, if you guys didn't know, man, Ryan Carl was he basically looks like looks like Canelo Alvarez, man. This guy looks just like Canelo Alvarez. It is wild, man. They're hyping this guy up. He was a really big deal at the time, and then he got in a life and death fight, and he actually it was a war of attrition, right? And he ended up losing to Eddie Ramirez, and ever since then he hasn't been the same. But this guy, Ryan Carl, is definitely a phenomenal fighter. You know what happens in boxing. You're an undefeated fighter. You're unstoppable. You fight all or nothing style, and then you run into a guy who does the same thing, and he ends up breaking you. That's what happened to Ryan Carl, man. And ever since then, he has been the same. But nevertheless, that was a good real win for Mario Barrios. Good enough for him to get the WBA title. That's how he won the title in the first place. Now, that being said, Mario Barrios is a big dude. He's lanky. He has a 71 inch reach advantage. People were saying if this guy fills up, he'll be bigger than most welterweights at welterweight, because the guy, he's still young. He's 25 years old. He's extremely if you actually watch him fight, he's an extremely active fighter, a power puncher, and a lot of people saying they're trying to match Gervonta Tank Davis up so he can be so he can mirror basically a Ryan Garcia, So this is a really crazy deal, because last time there was a three division champion who had all three belts at the same time. It was a very, very long time ago. It was like in the 1980s, right? It's been an extremely long time since it happened, and Gervonta Tank Davis is trying to make history, man. He's trying to make history. So we're gonna see if I'm not gonna talk past Mario, but we're gonna see if he can, get all belts at the same time, right? Now, like I was saying earlier, the last person to get all three titles and have them all at the same time was Wilfred Benitez. He was the last champion to have all three belts at the same time, right? Now, he had the light welterweight title, the welterweight title, and then he won the 154 title. Gervonta Tank Davis is trying to have the 130 title, the 135 title, and then the 140 title. That's an extremely big deal. Gervonta Tank Davis is trying to make history. A lot of times people are saying that Gervonta is scared or whatever, or he's ducking somebody. When you go up 3 weight classes and you have three belts at the same time, and that's not normal at all. In fact, it hasn't been done since the 80s, like I said. And if you do the math, what was 10 plus 81? That's 91, and then 2001, 2011, 2021. That's 40 years. That's an extremely long time since there's been a champion who's had three belts in three different divisions at the same time. Gervonta Tank Davis is trying to make history, man. And in my opinion, if he gets past this Marios guy, who's an extremely big undefeated fighter who does not know how to lose, that's historic right there. That's historic. He'll be Gervonta Tank Davis will add his name to the one of the handful of fighters in boxing history who would ever accomplish a feat like Gervonta Tank Davis is trying to do. Now, the WBA super champion at 140 is Josh Taylor. He is the 140
He is the 140 super champion, and you know, we don't know where he's gonna do right now at this stage of his career. But you know, Josh Taylor is an extremely talented fighter. Southpaw, devastating body shots. You know, his biggest win that I'm high on, at least, was the Ahara Davis fight. That was undefeated Ahara Davis. You know, that was a really big deal for him, and he had great wins then, like Rigas Progress and everything else. But Ahara Davis, in my opinion, had the biggest cap as far as talent-wise goes. He just has a trash trainer. And ever since then, Ahara Davis has had the AB effect, where he loses a fight, a guts and blood fight, where he goes all out and he still loses. So now he's really conservative in his punches, and he hasn't been the same since. He's been too conservative in his punch output, and he's just been losing a decision just based on inactivity. He's not losing a fight because he's a lesser fighter. He's losing a fight off inactivity. So that being said, man, you know, I mean, Josh Taylor has a lot of good other wins too, like Victor Postol. I mean, I can talk about this whole guy record, but it's not really about Josh Taylor. It's about my boy Gervonta Tank Davis and him versus Mario. So we're going to see how this whole thing plays out, man. This definitely pits the other fighters like Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and Teofimo Lopez on notice. While they're trying to battle for supremacy in their own division, Gervonta Tank Davis is on his third division while holding the belt at the same time. That's insane. That's just not normal at all. Gervonta Tank Davis is trying to claim the throne, claim the void and the throne that Floyd Mayweather left, for sure. He's trying to get in that throne and be seen as the best fighter in boxing, and doing things like what he's doing now, going to 140, fighting for a debut regular title. That is historic right there. That's historic because he'd be doing it while being the champion at 130, 135, and 130 be his third weight class. That's crazy stuff, man. Anyway, man, that's all I got for now. Let me know how you guys feel about it though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire, Geobasket Empire. Peace. Geobasket Empire.